Now, welcome everybody. Thank you. Good afternoon. So my name is Julie Muir and I am an authorised celebrant, and I am delighted to welcome you here to this truly unique and stunning location to share in this special occasion the joining in marriage of Roxanne, Sally Willing and Greg Richardson. Now, a wedding day is undoubtedly one of the best days in any couple's lives, but we can make it all the more magical for the couple by surrounding them with love today. So, as far as I know, COVID wreaked havoc on their original wedding plans, so it's very important that today is unforgettable for them. So let's make sure that by the end of the ceremony that Roxy and Greg are feeling the love from every single person here. This really is the best gift that you can give them today. Now, to test your commitment to being a great guest, can I get a cheer for the wonderful couple, please? Thank you. Now, today I would just like to mention those who are no longer with us, in particular Greg's grandmother, Jean. We know that although they're not here with us physically, they're absolutely here with us in our hearts today. Now, it's time to raise it up a notch. So I wanted to quickly introduce you to a few very important people who are standing beside Roxy and Greg today, and a few that aren't, and they all deserve a special mention. They're looking perplexed. So brace yourselves, wedding party. This is a stitch-up. Okay.
Why did James get those glasses?
Yeah.
And Michaela's.
First up, we have Team Bride. So I'm going to start with Tom, the bride's man. Tom is Roxy's fanciest, tell it like it is, no fucks given. He is a friend. He is Roxy's favorite person to swap pants with on a night out.
We'll do it again.
Kobe. Is this Kobe over here? Hello, Kobe. Kobe is the bridesmaid who should be here, but she is about 8 months pregnant and she's in the UK. So basically, if COVID wasn't going to stop her, then that little human growing inside her certainly was. All I'm hearing is excuses, okay? If you didn't want to come, you just had to say. Tom, Kobe, and Roxy were a little mismatched trio in uni. Each of them are so different, but they were the best study group a girl could ask for. Brought together in the class. Can you remember? Which class did you meet in? The art of town planning. There we go.
You're out.
Peggy, the maid of honor. Peggy is Roxy's little sister and her longest friend. I don't think you're paying me enough to say the next line, but here we go. Peggy insists that Roxy is a bitch, but Peggy is just blindsided by her bitch-tinted lenses because it's obvious she is the true bitch. Are you ready, guys?
Do you want their sunglasses off for the ceremony? Or?
No, I don't care. They can. Oh.
Yeah, whatever.
First argument. Okay. Will you take your sunnies off? I'm going to be the bossy celebrant, so Roxy doesn't have to be the bossy bride. Sunnies off. Here we go. Team groom. Well, all I want to know is why did Greg pick such tall people to be his groomsmen? I think. Do we have a box for Greg? Righto.
Yeah, I'm a manly.
Todd, groomsman, Greg's younger, less dorky brother. They're different in almost every way. Greg was a quiet kid. I'm told that you were a menace. Greg is a nerd. Todd is street smart, I think is the nicest way of putting it. I'm told that you play a mean didgeridoo. Anthony is an absent groomsman. He sends his apologies. So Greg has actually known Anthony since starting school in Darwin. They're so similar that most of their teachers were convinced that they're actually twins. And they have remained thick as thieves over the years. Unfortunately, Anthony is trapped on an island off the coast of WA and can't make it. Or he should have put in his leave application sooner. James, best man. Greg and James bonded over their love of terrible music. James is one of the rare breed of people who understands Greg's lingo and shares his interests. Greg is extremely grateful to have a mate like you. even though you have a tendency to forget your wallet when you go out to eat.
Forget. Yeah.
Now, before this turns into a bad comedy routine, it's time for me to get back in my lane and do what I do best, and that is talking about love and marriage. Marriage is a union not to be taken lightly, inadvisably, or thoughtlessly, but with true love and commitment. I know that Roxy and Greg have come here today out of a desire to be loved and to give love, to provide support and encouragement to each other, and to embrace the new and the exciting possibilities that their life together is going to offer them. Marriage is about more than love, of course. Marriage is about compassion, vulnerability, understanding, forgiveness, and being there for someone through the good times and the bad. I asked Roxy and Greg to describe their relationship and to tell me what marriage means to them. And what they described to me was really a close-knit team that support each other. They are in this for the long haul. They are looking forward to one day being cantankerous old codgers together, isn't that right? And today is really a public declaration of their private feelings. Roxy told me that marriage is about treasuring each other's every quirk and quality. Well, what she actually said was that Greg is a big nerd, but I knew she meant it as a compliment. They are committed to each other. They respect each other, and they intend to support each other through every stage of their lives together, whilst having fun and enjoying each other's company along the way. Greg told me that he feels marriage is about being completely committed to one person, that is the one person that he cannot even imagine his life without. He loves coming home after work to Roxy, who is genuinely interested in hearing about his day. What strikes... Someone's laughing.
She pretends, right? She's convincing.
What strikes me about their relationship is how truly connected they are. They have a lovely, honest way of communicating with each other. And when I look at these two, I see a really, honest, trusting, and caring relationship. What I love about Roxy and Greg is that they have what I call a growth mindset. They want a person who accepts them for who they are, of course, but at the same time, they want someone who lovingly encourages them to try new things and to become a better person. Roxy has learned from Greg to be a little bit more relaxed and that not everything needs a plan in order for it to work out. She is trying to worry less and not to get bogged down in small, unimportant things. Roxy has taught Greg to open up and talk more about his feelings. They do disagree, only occasionally, but it never lasts long, normally just a few hours. They are both pretty good at apologizing, even if they think they are right. Ultimately, they understand that compromise is key. It's their shared values of kindness and authenticity and hard work that bonds them together, and they have a rule to always finish the day with a kiss and an I love you, no matter how crap the day has been. Having spent a little bit of time with them over Zoom, I think they have a fantastic understanding and a really solid foundation for their marriage ahead. They acknowledge that change is inevitable, and they understand that in order to make a marriage work, that it requires a willingness to repeatedly reconnect and rediscover all the feelings of love that you feel today. They've been together for about 5 years now. Is that right? Yeah, about 5 years. So they don't really expect much to change in their relationship after today. But nonetheless, I know that they are excited to call each other husband and wife and enjoy everything that this union will bring, including recognition, healing, and hopefully a deeper love. Now for my favorite part of the ceremony, which is the beautiful love story. Here we go. Ready? Now, Greg and Roxy met through mutual friends, so shout out to James, best man James, and Mark, the MC. Where are you? Yes? Yeah. Mark, the MC. So who introduced them at a little music venue in Darwin. Does anyone know the name? Can you remember it? The Happy Yes, which is very fitting now that you think about it. Greg was being a little bit of a grouch because he didn't much like that venue, and he thought the crowd was a bit too hippie for him. Luckily for him, Roxy found his brooding charming. Greg remembers thinking that Roxy was really cool and was keen to get to know her more, but he didn't do anything about it initially. Too cool for you, is that what you were worried?
Way too cool.
Roxy went back to uni for about 6 months, and when she returned to Darwin, they started moving in the same circles and they started hanging out together, sometimes in a group and then the two of them just as friends. There were Thursday rock climbing sessions and dinners at Mindale markets and lots of drunken dancing in the sticky Darwin clubs. By this point, Roxy was really hoping that Greg would make the first move. And although he really wanted to, he wasn't sure how she'd react, so he didn't dare. But their first kiss did happen eventually. It was very romantic, passionate, and dare I suggest, drunken. One night at a party at Greg's parents' house. I don't know if you know this. No.
No, you weren't there. You were not allowed that. Yeah.
This was about a year after they first met. There was a game of thumb wars in the pool that turned a bit saucy. Greg let Roxy win. And, she sensed it and she was charmed by it. And in that moment, she had the urge to kiss this silly fool. I added that bit in.
Pretty silly.
The sparks flew. They're pretty much dating from that point on. So things got serious about 8 months later when Greg invited Roxy is code for paid for Roxy, to go to the UK with him and to meet his grandma and attend a 3-day experimental math rock festival. Greg figured that he may as well reveal his true self, slightly weird self, and let the chips fall where they may. Roxy, in time, came to really love his taste in music, a sure sign that they are a good fit for each other. A few months later, they moved in together to a shared house in Parap, yeah. Where's that?
It's about 1 street away from my parents.
Oh, lovely.
In Darwin.
And that's when they really, took their relationship to a next level, and that's when they realized how beautiful their life could be together. The following year they moved to Newcastle together. So I asked them when they knew they're in love, and Greg told me that he has always known that Roxy was the one. Aww. Yeah.
I'm a sweetheart.
There was no one specific moment. It just always felt really right between them. For Roxy, it took her a little bit longer to recognize this gem that was sparkling right in front of her. But life is a funny way of showing you what you need. And when she finally got comfortable and conceded a bit of control, she fell truly, madly, deeply and knew it was the real deal. When Greg surprised Roxy with a Christmas, New Year's trip to Europe, her spidey senses were tingling and she wondered if there would be a Christmas proposal. But Christmas in Budapest came and went. New Year's in Paris came and went. Roxy resigned herself to going home with just a mere boyfriend. And then on the second day of snowboarding in Chamonix, whilst enjoying the beautiful scenery on the snowy mountaintop, Greg got down on one knee. Roxy was so surprised, she kept asking, is this real? Is this real? But once she got over the shock, they hugged and laughed, and then they ate their snacks. They've had to overcome challenges to get to this point in their relationship, including supporting each other through new jobs and moving cities. It was a really tough time for them when they were settling into Newcastle, where they knew no one and Greg was working away, but they survived. They navigate adversity like all the best lovers do, through open and honest communication. Roxy describes Greg as the most amazing guy she has ever met. He is a kind and caring person with a big heart. If Roxy is having a bad day, Greg picks her up and forces her to smile. He fills any room with a quirky kind of lightness. And in Roxy's words, he is stupid clever. He is very logical and knowledgeable, and he's always in a good mood. He has the courage of his convictions. He is not someone who jumps on the bandwagon. And the cherry on top is his silliness. He never takes life too seriously. Greg adores Roxy. Yeah, she is authentic and kind-natured. She is very thoughtful and takes good care of Greg. She is interested in other people and she can talk to anybody. She is a very happy human and easy to be around. She always knows how to make Greg feel happy and loved through small acts like bringing him home a family-sized chocolate bar that he'll smash in one sitting. Roxy is resilient and determined. When she sets her sights on something, she'll work hard until she achieves it, and then she's humble about it. She is a planaholic, a planosaurus. She's managed to work a full-time job, study full-time, and plan this amazing wedding from afar, and with just a few panic attacks. Greg has never for a moment doubted his love for her or the bond that they have. She is everything that he has ever wanted in a partner, someone who is genuine, loyal, and funny. They like to spend their time together, believe it or not, pumping iron. They love long walks and hikes. They share the same appreciation for light, nature, and the planet. They live busy lives, so when at home, they love nothing more than snuggling up on the lounge with a cup of tea. That must be the English. They laugh together a lot, mostly at each other's antics and also at silly animal videos that Greg finds online. They are at ease in each other's company, and they feel comfortable teasing each other about the little things, like how Greg is constantly sprouting useless trivia, and Roxy is always trying weird diets to help her autoimmune disease. Sometimes they annoy each other too. Greg can be stubborn. I've experienced this. Roxy sometimes goes back on her word. I've experienced this. At the heart of it all, they love each other, faults and all. Their parents and their siblings have been instrumental in making who they've become, and they feel very fortunate to have had the upbringings that they have enjoyed. Your unwavering love and patience has allowed them to make mistakes and then flourish because of the support that envelops them. They are grateful that they've been welcomed into each other's families, and they told me they want to emulate the same loving, trusting environment when they start their own family. Their friends also play a significant role in their lives. They are grateful they have friends they can confide in and have fun with. They have strong bonds with their mates, and they feel that they would do anything to help them out, and vice versa. They prefer quality over quantity, they tell me. They feel supported and uplifted by everybody around them, by everybody here today, and they want to know that they are so grateful for it. Their hopes for the future are to continue to grow as a couple, growing towards each other. They want to raise happy and healthy children. Roxy wants a dog. Greg, not so much. Give us a cheer if you think they should get a dog after their wedding. That can be your first married fight, right? You can work
It's
it out.
already started.
Most importantly, they hope to grow old with one another and still be holding hands and going on adventures until death does them part. They are confident that their union is a strong one and one that will last forever. Theirs is a partnership built on both friendship and trust. They share a similar outlook to love and life. They know that marriage can be hard work, but they are both willing to make compromises, to be forgiving, and to support each other through the good times and the bad. They are without a doubt best friends, each other's favorite teacher and secret keeper, and each other's greatest fan and wisest critic. All in all, they are the one person that they want to tackle all of life's challenges with.
Thank you.
I'll take that. 2 weeks. We pulled it off.
Yeah.
Now for the terms and conditions. Okay. As a civil celebrant, I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise your marriage according to the laws of this country. Before you're joined in my presence and in the presence of your beautiful family and friends, I'm to remind you publicly of the solemn and the binding nature of the relationship into which you now are about to enter. So marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Now, I'm just going to grab the vow card. So just one moment.
Do a little dance. Do a little dance.
You just come and take it. Thank you. Okay, lovely. No, I don't mind.
Oh.
There we go. So shortly, Greg and Roxy are going to be agreeing to some traditional vows today, and they told me that these vows encompass all of the promises that they want to make to each other. But just before that, they're going to take the opportunity to say a few heartfelt words to each other about how they feel about each other. Have you decided who's going to go first?
Can I go first?
Maybe you should do a thumb war.
Mine's, oh, yeah, I'll win. I'll win. She doesn't stand a chance.
What about paper, scissors, rock?
He's going.
Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay, here we go. That's yours. And you just got to hold it quite.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hold it close to your mouth. Yeah.
How are you all doing tonight?
Save that for the speech later. Okay. Nice and slow. You got this. Turn
Alright.
around, face her now.
I haven't studied this at all, so might fumble it a little bit.
You got this.
All right. Roxy, it's finally happening. We're finally getting married. Thank you. I said wait for claps. I can't believe it's already been 6 years since the first time we met. I don't know what caused you to take a liking to me. Perhaps it was my devilish good looks, riotous sense of humor, or gentlemanly wit and charm. Oh yeah, sorry. I'll skip the next 2 paragraphs then. But what I do know is, I entered the happy yes on that day in a terrible mopey mood and left with a spring in my step. Somehow you've always had a way to pick me up when I'm down. We've travelled the world together, road tripped around Australia together, and still managed to be the best of friends most of the time. I love watching you dance around the house or in the gym when you think nobody's watching. It's probably my favourite thing to do. I love that you're a natural warrior and perfectionist. None of this beautiful day would have been possible otherwise. I even love the little things. I love it when you get irrationally angry at a mosquito or an inanimate object, and then I'll laugh and then I get told off. But yeah, I love that as well. And it's things like this that allow me to see past the small blips, like being bullied by yourself and our lovely celebrant Julie into making this pre-vow speech a week before our wedding day.
Love it.
I love you dearly, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you. Oh, thanks.
Well done. I'll just fix that for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you want that one? Thank you.
Just
Oh,
take
so, yeah, of course. Yep.
We'll put it in?
Oh.
No. You sure? Later.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know what we're doing.
No, that's okay. No.
that
You're
mine?
okay. This one is yours, I think.
Is it?
How about
Oh, no,
you?
that's... Oh,
Sorry.
no, that's...
It's okay.
spoilers. Shit.
Okay. My Greg, what a privilege it is to stand up here with you today. What a privilege it is to be with you every day and to even call you my own. You make everything easier. Everything is an adventure and life is so much more exciting by your side. You suck out the mundane and fill it up with giggles and silliness. I have so much respect for the way you show up every day with a laugh and a smile for everyone you meet. You're extremely clever, you're generous, you're patient, you're kind, you are love, and a dog. Thanks for the silliness and lightheartedness. Thanks for lighting up my life like crack a night. Thanks for being you. You are quite simply the best person I have ever met. It is so, so sweet to be loved by you, regardless of how annoying your mid-activity kisses and cuddles may be. You have showered me with so much love and kindness, more than I have ever known or could hope to know. You are where I want to be, always and forever. You are my home, where my heart tucks itself in and says goodnight. We've already built an exceptionally beautiful life together, for which I am forever grateful, but I'd be happy to live like a dog if it meant living beside you. Marrying you is easy. Life is funny in the way it tends to give you exactly what you need instead of what you thought you wanted. I couldn't feel luckier to have landed here and find myself with you. I know everyone thinks they've won the jackpot with their choice in partner, and I'm definitely no exception. I can't wait for the moments to come. The sprinkle of Greg is certainly the icing on every cake. Thanks for choosing me. I love you.
That was way better than mine.
Duh. No, this is beautiful.
Can I do mine again? That was way better than mine.
I tried to tell you.
That was so beautiful.
What's your groomsman called again?
Tom. Tom just gave me a tissue. I thought it was for me, but it's actually for you. Sorry, I've already used it.
Okay. Right.
There you go.
Your first job as a married man is. Have you got a pocket?
Yeah, I
Right,
do.
move it in
I got
the
one.
Okay.
That was so beautiful. Although mid-activity something something, I thought it was a euphemism for something else.
No, we're not married yet.
That's right. No, just so fancy to come a bit closer, Greg, yeah.
Now you two, you fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, who makes you smile, and who makes every day brighter. And you're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. Okay, so Greg, do you take Roxy to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer, for poorer, for sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do you part?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That's good. Roxy, do you take Greg to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer, for poorer, for sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do you part?
Yep.
Now, the promises that you've just made are going to be inscribed forever in your hearts and in your minds, of course.
Beautiful.
And we're going to be swapping just one ring today. So, James, can you do the honours, please?
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Can you hold it in
do
this
it?
hand?
Oh, yes.
And can you just put this hand like this?
I can.
Oh, just
Like
yeah,
this?
That's lovely. Yeah,
That's good.
perfect. Very good. Yes. Okay. Look at Roxy and repeat after me. Okay. I ask everyone here to witness
I ask everyone here to witness
that I, Greg Richardson,
that I, Greg Richardson,
take you, Roxanne Sally Willing,
take you, Roxanne Sally Willing,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Just slide the ring on.
Okay. Delicately. Yeah.
Now, Roxy, can you just put your hand on Greg's heart there?
Roxy's just going to put her hand on his heart. Yeah, lovely. Roxy, repeat after me.
I ask everyone here to witness that I, Roxanne Sally Willing, take you, Greg Richardson, to be my lawful wedded husband.
We're getting to the good bit now. Are you ready?
Okay, get ready, you two.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
No.
Get ready to plant some kisses on your missus, Greg and Roxy. I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh yeah. That was
Fix
a
that
fail.
up. Yeah, that was crap. Try it again.
That's so cute. Congratulations, you
Love
two.
you
We are
too.
now going to legalize the union with the help of the witnesses. Can I ask James and Leela to join us at the signing table, please? If everyone else can just sit tight, we won't be long, and then we'll come back for the last hour of the ceremony. Only kidding. But do sit tight.
Okay, you can just make your way over